Are you seeing any data changes, sort of, I guess, user behavior changes based on what's been happening with tariffs? Is that something you can see in the data?
Yeah, we're just starting to scratch the surface, to be honest. We're just starting to kind of track that behavior as we start to get on these more digital platforms. Again, that's what we're driving to is exactly that, being able to see those trends, being able to see trends in materials so that we can say, based on what we've seen in the past, that this material might fluctuate. And you might need to build that into your costs for this job. We're not there yet. Until we are using digital tools, we really don't have the ability to start reading those behaviors. I can't read the behavior of a phone call, right? There's nothing I can glean out of that. But if we can move to using digital tools, which is what we mean when we say digitization, is using software so that we can start going back and tracking those behaviors and seeing those trends so we can get those into the hands of all the people involved in the process so that they can start using it.
I guess related to that we've seen too is, people also make assumptions in data when they don't have all the data. So, a product being manufactured in a certain country doesn't necessarily mean they always will pay a surcharge, but unless there's a system that can tell them that, oh, the product was manufactured in Mexico, but it's actually already here in the United States because that manufacturer's, factory they manufacture that product in is in Mexico, but they bring it into their warehouse here in Houston. There's no additional costs for the distributor to buy it. People get scared by the surprises because the surprises can completely throw any sort of economics out of whack for what they're expecting to make off of a deal.
Yeah, and we're in a weird time, right? We've never seen anything like this. We saw a little bit of it in 2020, but nothing like what we're seeing today. And what we're doing as Trimble is just tracking everything. We're watching the items as they travel through like the workflows today, and we're tracking, what the manufacturer is reporting on it. Once it gets into the supplier's hands, how that's affecting pricing, how it even when a contractor estimates like on an item from then when it's fulfilled. So what we're doing right now is almost like sitting back, like eating the popcorn and watching like all of this stuff and tracking it. So that we can start saying, this is what we saw and this is what we think is going to happen.